People, where are they?
Y'all gotta stop saying, "Oh, my children don't eat that. My children don't eat that." Well, baby, them children gonna be hungry then, and when they hungry, they will eat that. I don't have much food, but I made some cornbread last night. Clocked it, and I ate it too. And did. Still got this pot of beans from last night in the crock pot. Go.
Y'all, let's have a moment of silence for that cornbread because she burnt the heck out of that cornbread.
And when they hungry, they will eat that. I don't have much food, but I made some cornbread last night.
That cornbread ain't even yellow. She burnt the F out of that cornbread. But I like the way she's thinking. You just gotta adapt, you gotta flex, and you gotta find a way. And that's what she's doing.
Clocked it, and I ate it too. And did. Still got this pot of beans from last night in the crock pot. Go to the grocery store and buy you a big old thing of rice like this. Or go to the Dollar Tree and get some of those bags of rice. I can't reach it right now. Hold on. I can't reach the rice. But these are the bags I got from the Dollar Tree. Baby, these beans will take you a long way. If everything fails and go to hell, rice and beans or beans and cornbread. What are my old school folks at that grew up on?
I'm not gonna lie, she brought back some memories with that yellow rice. She got me thinking now. I might have to go to the store and get me some of that. It's been a long time. Oh my goodness.
On cornbread and buttermilk. Now, baby, I do not, absolutely not like buttermilk. But my grandma used to make cornbread and used to pour the regular milk over it. That was a meal back in the day. I promise you we didn't go to bed hungry. So don't tell me, oh, my children don't eat this. If they're hungry enough, they're going to eat it. The problem is, children is too used to eating those microwave dinners and that snacks and this junk food and stuff. Crab legs and Chinese food and stuff. We didn't even know nothing about that growing up. It seemed like we're going to have to go back to our roots. And if you don't know how, I'm here to show you. Jiffy cornbread, never heard of it when I was a child. It was always show you. Jiffy cornbread.
You know what's funny? They got a lot of different courses out here now. I heard one person, they tell you how to leverage your food stamps, how to make a bakery business. Another person's talking about they show you how to take your food stamps, start a farm. But I think she might actually have a real course here because it's really going to be based on supply and demand. Let me explain. Supply and demand. I really think the root of a lot of people complaining about how the food stamp, whatever the case is going to affect them, it really comes down to the fact that they can't cook, especially a lot of the younger people out here. But I think it pretty much transcends to everybody at this stage, right? A lot of people don't know how to cook. They don't know how to take simple ingredients, like she showed, that yellow rice, that cornbread, and transform it into a feast. And that's why people are panicking because there was a lot of people, I'm sure, that was taking their food stamps. And of course, they were trading and bartering it. If you have $1,000 food stamps, they was good with getting 500 for the month. And then I wouldn't be surprised if they was using that 500 to eat out and order takeout and order all that type of stuff. But see, this is the difference with people who understand the dichotomy of resources and resourcefulness. When you have resourcefulness, you're rich already because you can take something that somebody sees no value in and you can transform it into something miraculous. And that's ultimately what she's doing. And she's on government assistance. She's not even complaining. She sounds happy. She sounds appreciative. And she's, well, I was going to say she's making sure her kids are getting some good nutrition. I still don't know if that's good nutrition. But like you said, it's better than just the processed stuff. This is stuff that's been getting cooked since, I done grew up on this type of stuff. So they'll be all right. All right, but let's finish the rest of what you got to say.
Cornbread? Never heard of it when I was a child. It was always corn, milk, mayonnaise, and a little sugar and water or milk in a big old skillet, okay? Skillet cornbread. So go to the store and get you a big old thing of cornmeal. Get you a big old jar of mayonnaise and make you some cornbread. Jiffy cornbread. That's like a piece of cake. Milk? Baby, we never had milk. We rarely had milk. I'll say that. Milk was in a can. We had the pet milk, add some water and add some sugar to it. Hamburger milk.
All right. So I retract that. You might not want to take her cooking course. She putting mayonnaise in cornbread and putting milk on top of it and water. Never mind. But shoot, it's working for her family. So all's well that ends well. But yeah.
Meat. No, we get them cheap pack of hot dog weenies and we get that can of chili. That was our hamburger meat. Cereal. Oh no, baby, we had the shredded wheat. And I'm talking about the shredded wheat. There was a big old one piece of shredded wheat. We split it apart, put some sugar in it, pour that can of milk over it. That was your cereal. Baby, we didn't even have a washer and dryer back in the day. We used to either go to the wash rack once every blue moon, or my grandma had a clothesline. And I'm not talking about your original clothesline. I'm talking about she had a telephone line, a cord from the stove all the way across the house, and we was hanging our clothes up. So, baby, yes, I was raised to learn how to survive. And I
Well, she's surviving all right. But regardless on being government assistance or not, you might be working harder than you need to be working in 2025. She's trying to take it back to the Stone Age for real. She's still using clotheslines. At some point, we got to value our time a little bit better than that. But I get the sentiment though. I like where you're going with it. But uh, we're not doing all that. But yeah, ultimately, even if you don't want to take her cooking advice, right, it's no excuse. You can go on TikTok and watch somebody in 60 seconds show you how to make a meal, and they will make it very user friendly, very easy to follow, and you don't even have to know how to cook. All you got to do is know how to follow some instructions. And now, see, people used to have to watch cookbooks. Now you can literally watch them doing it in front of you and then replay it. So I'm surprised cookbooks didn't go out of business. But ultimately, it's no excuse. You just have to get more resourceful. Is ultimately her encompassing message that I think is a great message. I love the message. And above everything else, I just love the optimism, right? If she's on government assistance, obviously she's poor, but she's rich at the same time. She's rich in attitude, she's rich in her spirit, and even you can even hear the kids in the back sound happy as can be. And that's what it all comes down to. And you know, if you're gonna be on it, don't feel entitled. Be appreciative of it is ultimately the main thing. But when we come on here and we hear people complaining, especially after they've been having this for so long, then that's when it starts to rub people who've been actually feeding into it and paying into it. It starts to rub people the wrong way because it's like you're not even appreciative of it and you feel entitled to it. And it's like, wow, it really just holds the mirror up and really shows like, man, people getting their whole life paid for it and don't even appreciate it.
understand a lot of folks don't even know what I'm talking about, but I'm here to teach you. You ain't got no wash machine. Go wash that stuff in that tub or that sink. How many times I don't wash our clothes? A lot. Don't even try to hurt yourself, Juicy. We had no government assistance. You got.
All right, so she be having her kids going to school funky. Listen, again, ultimately we gonna end it there. I like where she going with it overall, but in 2025, there should not be a reason that you have to wash your clothes in the sink. Um, you can at this stage you can rent washers and dryers and just tack that onto your rent payments if need be, right? I think it's worth it to pay an extra $30 a month in rent and have the luxury and the convenience of a washer and dryer. But we're gonna leave it there. Like the video, also subscribe if you want to join Limitless Legion. Cash app link below if you want to tip the channel. Buy your boy iced coffee. And also feel free to join the Patreon as well, where I post exclusive self-improvement content. Till then, I'll catch you in the next video.